Dun 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 dun. Hey Meg, hi Kelly, hi horror friends, Lisa here, and today we're talking about Jaws, as you know, and I've come up with a little cocktail for you I'd like to call Chum on the Water. You can also sing it a little bit like Chum on the Water if you feel like it, or just Chum on the Water. So let's do this. Let's make a drink. Today you're going to need pineapple juice. Oh yeah, a little blast from the past, some blue raspberry lemonade from Mr. Kool-Aid himself. Pisco brandy, it's a Chilean brandy. I chose this because our man Quint, the owner of the Orca, at one point, like offhandedly, said something to the effect of, I would like 2 cases of apricot brandy. The brandy stuck and I wanted to put it in our drink. So we've got some brandy. And finally, you're gonna need about a ½ cup of raspberries. Let's get started. With that ½ cup of raspberries, put that in your blender with about a tablespoon of sugar and a little water. Blend it up so you can get yourself some raspberry puree. Looks like a crime scene, which is perfect for this show. Now I'm gonna have you go ahead and take this, and tonight we're using a Lowell glass. Let's go ahead. You know, it's my favorite thing to do. Get a nice coat around there and set this aside. We're going to come back to it. Now let's make a drink. Go ahead, grab your handy dandy shaker, and into it I would like you to put 1½ ounces of pineapple juice. I'm going to have you put 2 heaping teaspoons of our friend Mr. Kool-Aid into a shot glass. Add about 1 ounce of water, stir it up. This allows us to dissolve all of those fun flavor crystals and really get a good liquid out of it. Dump it in. And finally, we're going to take about 1 3/4 ounces of Pisco and add it to the fun. That's it. Let's go ahead and give it a shake. Sounds good. Fun tip, anytime you're using a citrusy mixer, if you can and if it's appropriate to the cocktail, always a good idea to give it a good shake. That'll help incorporate all of the flavors really thoroughly. Now we're just gonna go ahead and take the ice that was already in here. If it helps, go ahead and measure the ice, like take a couple of ice, put it into your mixer before we all get started. But let's go ahead and take what's in here. Ooh, looks like a beach party to me. And now, to finally celebrate, let's go ahead and go back to our raspberry puree. Get a nice spoonful, dump it right on top. Who knows, maybe Jaws will come out. Friends, we have some chum on the water. The raspberry gives it a nice tart entrance, and then we're followed with some sweet, fun action. Flashbacks to childhood, maybe flashbacks to what you drank in college. I don't know what you drank. I don't want to admit that I drank stuff like this, but maybe I did. Who knows? It's fun. So with this, I would like to say cheers to you and your chum on the water.